Good morning, class 9. In our previous class, we have completed the chapter triangles. Exercise 7.3, I have completed a few questions in that class. I have solved a few questions, and the rest of the questions you have to do it in your homework. Hope you all have done it. And exercise 7.4, that is based on inequalities in a triangle, that is deleted from your syllabus, so no need to do exercise 7.4. Today I am starting a new chapter, that is Heron's formula, chapter 12 of your NCERT textbook. So you know that how to find out the area of a triangle. What is the formula to find the area of a triangle? Area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height. If the triangle is right angled, then we directly use the formula by using two sides containing the right angles as base and height. And if the triangle is an equilateral triangle, then how you will find out the area of an equilateral triangle? You need a height to find the area of this triangle. So how you will find the area of the triangle? If the triangle is an equilateral triangle, we need a height. So at first you have to find out the height. Okay. Now all of you please look at my copy. If you are asked to find the area of a triangle, we know the formula, that is half into base into height. And if the triangle is right angled, then it is very easy. BC is the base and AB is the height. So half into base, that is BC, which is given 12 centimeter, and height, which is given AB 5 centimeter. By multiplying half into 12 into 5, we can get the value of get the value of area of a triangle ABC. It's very easy. By putting the values of base and height, we get the area of a triangle. But if it is an equilateral triangle, suppose the triangle PQR, is an equilateral triangle. So by using Pythagoras theorem, you have to find the height PM. Suppose PQR is an equilateral triangle. So from the midpoint of QR, suppose M is the midpoint of QR, you join this midpoint M to the P. So and this PM will become the height of this triangle, which is 90 degree. So you have to find the value of PM. How you will find the value of PM? If it is an equilateral triangle of 10 centimeter, each side is of 10 centimeter. So PQ is 10 centimeter, PR is also 10 centimeter, and QR is also 10 centimeter. So what is the value of QM then? Q, as M is the midpoint, then QM is the half of QR, that is a 5 centimeter. Half of QR is 10 centimeter, so half of QR is 5 centimeter, that is QM is 5 centimeter. So now by using Pythagoras theorem, you can find the value of PM. This is the height, and we know that according to the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus the perpendicular square or height square. And PQ square, hypotenuse is a PQ. So PQ square is equal to base square, that is QM square, plus height is PM square. So consider the triangle PQM. You just consider the triangle PQM and find the value of PM. Then PM square is equal to PQ square minus QM square. Now putting the value of PQ, that is 10 centimeter, 10 square, and QM is 5 centimeter, that is 5 square. So 10 square minus 5 square is equal to 100 minus 25. So PM square is equal to 100 minus 25, and then PM will equal to root over 100 minus 25, that is root over 75. Now square rooting 75, we get 5 root 3 centimeter square centimeter. Okay, so the value of PM is equal to 5 root 3 centimeter. Now what is the area of a PQR, triangle PQR? Then what is the value of PQR? What is the area of PQR? How you will find out? Now you get the height. Now you get the value of height, that is PM is equal to 5 root 3. Now putting the value of height in the formula, half into base into height, PM. So half into base, that is QR, and height is PM, and we know the value of QR, that is 10 centimeter. And what is PM? Just now we have derived. PM is equal to 5 root 3. Putting the value of PM in this formula, 5 root 3, we get 25 root 3 centimeter square, which is the answer. Okay, so area of equilateral triangle PQR is 25 root 3 centimeter square. Now next, if the triangle is an isosceles triangle, how you will find out the area of this isosceles triangle? In the same way as we have find out the value of equilateral triangle, you have to find the area of isosceles triangle also. So draw, suppose XYZ is an isosceles triangle. XYZ is an isosceles triangle. So from X, draw a perpendicular XP on YZ, XP on YZ, and this perpendicular XP divides YZ into two equal parts. Suppose the isosceles triangle, two equal sides are 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and the base is, that is YZ is 8 centimeter. So perpendicular XP divides YZ into two equal parts. That means 8 divide 8 and it will become 4 centimeter. So YP is equal to 4 centimeter. So now consider the triangle XYP. Now consider the triangle XYP to find the value of this XP. So YP will become now 4 centimeter as XP divides YZ into two equal parts. So YP is equal to 4 centimeter and XY is equal to 5 centimeters. So how you will find out XP? By Pythagoras theorem, we know that this is a right angle triangle. XYP is a right angle triangle. So this is hypotenuse, this is base, and this is height. And we know that XY whole square is XY square is equal to YP square plus XP square. So like this, XY square is equal to XP square plus YP square. Now you have to find out the value of XP square. So XP square is equal to XY square minus YP square. Now putting the value of XY as a 5 and YP as a 4 in this formula, we get XP is equal to root over 5, 5, 25 and 4, 4s are 16. So 25 minus 16. So XP square is equal to 25 minus 16 and XP is equal to root over 25 minus 16. So XP is equal to root over 9 and XP is equal to 3 centimeters. So in this way you have to find out the value of XP by applying Pythagoras theorem. Now how you will find out the area of the triangle XYZ? Now we know the formula, half into base into height. So what is base? Base is YZ, that is 8 centimeter, which is given in the question. So YZ is 8 centimeter. And what is XP then? Just now I have derived the value of XP, that is 3 centimeter. Now putting the values of YZ and XP in this formula, we get half into 8 into 3, that is 12 centimeter square. So area of the triangle XYZ isosceles triangle is 12 centimeter square. So now let's start our Heron's formula, as the chapter is Heron's formula to find the area of the triangle if it is a scalene triangle. then how you will find out then? And the height is not given, so the Heron's formula will be the ideal to find the area of the triangle, this type of triangle. So area of the Heron's formula is area of a triangle is equal to root over S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. What is S, what is A, what is B, and what is C then? Suppose this is a triangle ABC and sides are A centimeter, B centimeter and C centimeter, and S is the half the perimeter. What is perimeter then? The sum of the three sides of a triangle is equal to perimeter. So half the perimeter is dividing the perimeter by 2, we get the half the perimeter, that is S. So S is semi-perimeter, that is half of the perimeter of the triangle, and we know the value of A, B and C. Suppose the value of sides, three sides are given, that is A, B and C. Adding the three sides and dividing the sum of these three sides, that means the perimeter by 2, we get the semi-perimeter. A plus B plus C by 2 is equal to S, that is semi-perimeter. Now putting the value of S and S minus A, S minus B and S minus C in this formula, Heron's formula, you can find the area of a triangle. It is very easy. So let's start exercise 12.1 of your NCERT textbook. So read out the first question. A traffic signal board indicating school ahead is an equilateral triangle with side A. Find the area of the signal board using Heron's formula. If its perimeter is 180 centimeter, what will be the area of the signal board then? If the side of an equilateral triangle is A, then what is the perimeter of the equilateral triangle then? A plus A plus A, that is 3A. Then what is the semi-perimeter then? 3A by 2. That means dividing the perimeter by 2, we will get semi-perimeter. Okay. So perimeter is given 180 centimeter. So dividing the perimeter 180 by 2, we will get the semi-perimeter, that is 90 centimeter. So in this way we have to find out the area of the triangle by using Heron's formula. Suppose perimeter is given, that is 180 centimeter. This is an equilateral triangle with the side A centimeter. So perimeter is 180 centimeter, and we know the sum of these three sides is equal to perimeter. So 3A is equal to 180, or A is equal to 180 by 3. Now dividing 180 and 3 by 3, we get 60 centimeter. So half the perimeter is 180 by 2, that is 90 centimeter. So S minus A is equal to 90 minus 60, that is 30 centimeter. Okay. Now area of the signal board will become S into S minus A into S minus A into S minus A. So S minus A is 30 centimeter. Putting the value of S minus A, 3 times 30 into 30 into 30, and S is equal to 90. So 90 into 30 into 30 into 30. So square rooting this, we will get 900 root over 3. Okay. 900 root over 3 centimeter square is the area of the signal board. Now next read the question number 2. The triangular side walls of a flyover have been used for advertisements. The sides of the walls are 122 meter, 22 meter and 120 meter. The advertisements yield an earning of rupees 5,000 per meter square per year. A company hired one of its walls for 3 months. How much rent did it pay? The wall is a triangular wall. Okay. And sides are given. Suppose A is 122 meter, B is 22 meter and C is 120 meter. The sides are given. So semi-perimeter will equal to AC is equal to sum of the three sides dividing them by 2, we will get 264 divided by 2, that is 132 meter. Adding 122, 22 and 120, we will get 264. Then again dividing this 264 by 2, we will get 132. So semi perimeter is equal to 132 meter. So what is then S minus A? As it is required in Heron's formula, S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. So find out the value of S minus A. 132 minus, what is A? 122. So 132 minus 122 is equal to 10 centimeter. So S minus B, 132 minus B is 22. So subtracting 22 from 132, we get 110 meter. Again S minus C, what is S? S is 132 and what is C? C is 120. So subtracting 120 from 132, we get 12 meter. So 10 meter, 110 meter, then 12 meter. Now putting the value of S minus A, S minus B and S minus C in this Heron's formula, we will get the area of the triangle. So area of the triangle is equal to S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So S is equal to 132. So root over 132 into 10 into 110 into 12. Now breaking this 132, we will get 11 into 12 and 110, breaking 110, we will get 10 into 11. Now in this way we will get, square rooting these, we will get 11 into 12 into 10, that is 1320 meters square. So what is the Heron's formula? Heron's formula is root over S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Like this you have to find out the area of this triangle. So triangular, the area of the triangular wall is 1320 meters square. Now rent for advertisement on wall for 1 year is rupees 5000 per meter square. As we know that 12 months make 1 year. So for 12 months the rent is rupees 5000 per meter square. So rent for 3 months will become 5000 by 12 into 3 and into 1320 meter square will equal to rupees 16,50,000. Rupees will be 16,50,000. By multiplying 5000 into 3 into 1320 and dividing them by 12, we will get this. Dividing 3 and 12, we will get 3 4s are 12. Again dividing 1320 by 12, we will get 330. Now multiplying this 330 with this 5000, we will get 16,50,000. So rupees 16,50,000 the company had to pay. Next, let's read the question number 4. Question number 3 will be in your homework. You have to do it yourself. Next, find the area of a triangle, two sides of which are 18 centimeter and 10 centimeter and the perimeter is 42 centimeter. Here you see out of 3 sides only the value of 2 sides are given. That means A is given, B is given, C is not given, and the perimeter is given to you, that is 42 centimeter. So how you will find out the value of the third side of the triangle? It is very simple. As A is given, B is given, C is not given, and perimeter is given to you, and we know that perimeter is the sum of the 3 sides, that 18 plus 10 plus C is equal to 42 centimeter. So C will equal to 42 minus 28. 18 plus 10 is equal to 28. So 42 minus 28 is equal to C. So C is equal to 14 centimeter. Okay. So half perimeter, that is half of perimeter, that is S is equal to, perimeter is given to you, that is 42. Dividing 42 by 2, we get 21 centimeter. So S is equal to 21 centimeter. Now when you find out the value of S, then you can find out the value of S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. It's very simple. So 21 minus 18. A is 18 and S is 21. Subtracting 18 from 21, we get 3 centimeters. Subtracting B from S, that is 10 from 21, we get 11 centimeters. Subtracting C from, so value of C is equal to 25 into X, that is 25 into 10 equal to 250 centimeter. Okay. Next, half perimeter. Half perimeter, that is S, is equal to, as the perimeter is given to you 540 centimeters, so dividing 540 by 2, we will get 270 centimeter. Okay. Next you have to find the area of the triangle. So by applying Heron's formula, you have to find the area of the triangle, that is root over S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So root over, we know the value of S, that is 270, and S minus A already we have derived the value of A, B and C. So subtracting A from S, we will get 150. 270 minus 120 into 270 minus 170 into 270 minus 250. Now subtracting this, we get root over 270 into 150 into 100 into 20. Again root over, breaking this 270 as 3 into 3 into 3 into 10, breaking 150 as 3 into 5 into 10, breaking 100 as a 10 into 10, and breaking 20 as a 2 into 10. Again square rooting this, we will get 3 into 3 into 10 into 10 into 10, that is 9000 centimeters square. Okay. Now next, question number 6. Read out question number 6. An isosceles triangle has a perimeter 30 centimeter and each of the equal sides is 12 centimeter. Find the area of the triangle. So isosceles triangle is having two equal sides. So perimeter is given to you, that is 30 centimeter, and equal sides are 12 centimeter and 12 centimeter. Then C is not given to you. As we know that sum of these three sides is equal to 30 centimeter, that is perimeter. So A plus B plus C is equal to perimeter. So A is 12, B is 12, but C is not given, and perimeter is 30, we know. So adding 12 and 12, we will get 24. So C is equal to 30 minus 24. After subtracting 24 from 30, we get 6 centimeter. So C is now 6 centimeter. So half perimeter is, that is S is equal to 30 by 2. Dividing 30 by 2, we get 15 centimeter. So S minus A is equal to 15 minus 12. S is 15 and A is 12. So 15 minus 12 is 3 centimeter. S minus B, that is S is 15 and B is also 12. So 15 minus 12 is 3. S minus C, that is 15 minus 6. C is 6. Just now we have derived. So 15 minus 6 is equal to 9 centimeter. So the value of S minus C is 9 centimeter. Now again putting the value of S minus A, S minus B and S minus C in the Heron's formula, we will get the area of the triangle. So according to the area of the triangle, according to the Heron's formula, the area of the triangle is root over S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So S is 15, S minus A is 3, S minus B is 3 and S minus C is 9. So root over 15 into 3 into 3 into 9. Now we will get, square rooting this, we get 9 root over 15 centimeter. This is the answer. This is the area of the triangle. By using the Heron's formula, we get the area of an isosceles triangle. Okay. So practice all the sums what I have done, and also I have given a homework to you. You have to solve question number 3 of your own. So let me finish my class, students. Thank you.